make those comebacks. It has been a slow start.
All right, last map.
Fnatic, but this is the map that, kind of alongside Icebox, they made their name. Like, this is where everybody
Got Fnatic
knows them
on
from.
defense.
They had a streak that was undeniable.
On attack, and
okay, the comp has changed slightly, but
get off us Lotus and we get off us Vito.
Kind of kept to what they know. The other side of things,
oh, it's the
very different.
The 3-pass. I mean, honestly, people do this before normally.
I'm curious to see how Echo's going to be playing. There's a lot of discussion on the desk there about it. But Eternal
they got
Fire
absolutely wrecked, surely.
More direct. It will start with him playing on one
Looks
side
like
of the map and 4 trying to pressure towards a mate.
Kafka's going to get another.
To take no
Off the bat, they wanted to
but
split over towards B, but
right off rip. That's about I think he tried to jump on the platform that used to be there. Not there
wait,
anymore.
It pops the Killjoy tower.
Players, well, they're really struggling in these days. First Ascent, and now this.
You can spam the other wall.
Someone has to stop them. Don't even start, Tom.
I've seen that interaction.
You're gonna make me angry.
Oh, good. That was the goal. I'm glad it's gone. Screw the Odin. Map's been improved. Wonderful stuff.
Blatant rage bait, but it is working.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to get wrecked here, surely. Oh, Alpha moved away. Oh, Alpha moved away as they pushed through, so they lost the crossfire. Big luck on A.
Nice shot. Crashy's still waiting behind.
Oh, it's greedy. It's greedy. It's so greedy.
Faithful one, maybe not. Kayak a little bit ahead of the curve, and is he now left to try and turn a pistol? In the last map, it was Alpha pretty much doing everything in the pistol rounds and closing them out. This time, he hasn't really had to do too much. We'll see if the Turkish duelist on the other side has a chance.
Well, Izzy has been very impressive, but the death ball on the other side should put a stop to any chances. He does isolate the first, but fails to convert the kill.
7 bullets.
Kayak's still alive. They know where he is.
No backup.
As slippery as he
bullets.
can be. Crashies
nice
is
Crashies
on
this one.
3 kills from him in this round.
He's dominant in the pistols, 4-1.
Laying down the law as Fnatic find a 1-0 start.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the time when I see like Vito play, I think that's going to be a big talking point because, again, expectations initially was that this agent could light the world on
Lotus.
fire.
Yeah, it's one of the better maps.
Never really happened. I had a few moments here and there, but I feel like especially on the attack side, it can be difficult to really find that same level of value. On the defense, I think expectations are he's going to be able to get into aggressive positions. He's going to have trap plays to make things awkward. He's going to be able to deny a lot of these early takes. But
another go at it.
See if he can have the same impact, because Echo has been fantastic on it.
2 that he can one-shot.
So good at finding impactful kills and just being a general annoyance. So if they lose that, that's a worry for me.
They've done such a phenomenal job on the side of Eternal Fire, keeping themselves alive in maps that definitely were hitting the mental boom. You could see it even from Afro and some of the...
They create the pressure that they're over towards A, and then we just walk over towards C. They fired the shot as well. I don't know if that helped with the rotates, but... Pretty hard retake. Better guns, obviously, so it should be alright. But
taken an outlaw that you have to push back into. There are definitely problems on the horizon in this round. And
yeah, both the Zoman, Flash, and Kai can just send it.
They shouldn't win this on Eternal Fire, but they could do a lot of damage.
I like that idea to delay here, though.
Fnatic were pretty much all set up for the retake, but there goes the sniper. There goes a lot of the real chance to do damage in this round. The clock becomes their greatest ally, and maybe the only one they have left. Everybody falling to Sat in the corner. In fact, it will be not a single player.
It's nice. Crashy's closest to his ult.
Relative damage to the side of Fnatic, and while keeping everybody alive.
Flash
and
is late.
Flawless,
yeah, I mean, I wonder if the...
2-0 up.
Yeah, a lot of dangers.
I wonder if you should be using a Vito stuff behind the smoke.
As well.
It's done with the guns, man.
Off rip, with the paranoia just hitting that little bit late. They can't convert off of it. Good ideas, but execution. Well,
that's bold one.
Chopping block here is where things can change, though.
But I appreciate.
We come in with Eternal Fire, sitting with rifles for the most part. Oddaz, you know, there has to be someone biting the bullet.
They pick up their outlaw.
It was a reasonable investment. It didn't quite have the impact we were looking for. And now Oddaz is the good old team player to bite that bullet. Fnatic have got a decent buy, though, across the board. With 2 outlaws brought through, it is only going to be Fabian that's one shot to that. But even then, a 140 tag is
Look at my Vito, man. My Vito's solo taking all the aim.
At the same time, doesn't matter.
Indeed. They are playing together, so yeah, there's always a chance.
The 1-2 punch. We haven't seen an early start for Fnatic. It has always been a 9-3 half, an 8-4 half, and then a climb back into it. So they can win this bonus, it would be huge, and that's one hell of a start. In fact, a double up.
Crashy's got to get out of there.
An attempted reaction, but well, even with the vulnerability, it made no difference. And wow, the last one was nice.
2 bits of damage, that's it. And they can pick up gun upgrades as well, get rid of the outlaws. Maybe they want to keep one outlaw. Considering it's a low buy coming up. Another pistol into a bonus. We've seen so many.
Someone finds
it's been 3 out of the 5 pistols.
But for Fnatic finding it, that's where I get very afraid. Double in zone flawlesses. This is a team that we've seen bounce back. We've seen we've seen them climb back into games, but once they get the reins, it's very hard to wrestle those back out of their control.
It's an early timeout. I like it.
The 3-0 start.
Well, considering the double duelist, do they want to just send it more instead of trying to play slow default?
From Eternal Fire, they're feeling the pressure of a series that could slip away. It's early days, but that's almost why this is most surprising. Normally, you see these pauses held
you get the 13-3 here.
In fact, Eternal Fire
it's kind of looking going to be the other way around
going into round 20 on map 1, albeit if you call the pause 6-0 up, I'd have some questions. The panic button hit this early on, it certainly shows us that
Gingy Boy as well with the prime. Thank you for the whole year,
and
mate.
Obviously, with this being the third map, there were decisions made by Eternal Fire to take it here over, I think, the last 2 maps in the pool were Haven and Split. Obviously, one of them would be removed
they keep
by
the outlaw.
Fnatic anyway,
everyone can get shot. Everyone can get one shot, and we're just...
If you come in versus Fnatic, you have to be
the actual
your best,
human
even though we
drone
haven't
this
seen
is.
it in the pool for a while.
And I imagine they're going to just start going fast speed up.
Most, including myself, would argue most
looks like a B split.
Especially on the attack. I think the mid-rounding they've always had has been fantastic. So from an Eternal Fire standpoint, it must be something that they've been doing well in practice, expected to
that's nice from Crashies, by the way. Jump peaks, this gets hit by the flash, so they actually think that someone's in this area. Oh, they're pinging it, they think he's there. Guy owns that.
Something either in the communication or the way the players were reacting to it that goes, okay, I need a pause now, because otherwise I can see this
they thought they were going to get all of this space.
Better get ahead of that issue. Well, there's Fabian down already. It's a very low buy from Eternal Fire, so not too much of a concern. We're seeing Echo not with the pack. He's been waiting for aggression, waiting for space.
With the changing over towards A, Tree is a little... We're going to see a lot more focus on it.
Keeping to the space that they know they own, especially up against those lower buys. Previously, when they were on a low buy, obviously they were happy to push up. They were happy to take those engagements, but no advantage being offered up to the opposing side. Now, late playthrough from Echo with a Sheriff. He does stand a chance of catching them off guard, but traded out immediately. Now we look to another hero of the round. Izzy will not be him. Taken down by Alpha, gets his
at least he finds out where he is.
Odas, better kill. A second goes his way. A tag onto Vikash. It's looking a little bit risky.
Oh my, that's unlucky. He actually had that.
We'll get him. That frag will find 4 for Fnatic. Phenomenal damage in the end, though.
Yeah, and they needed something because those credits are already
15
starting to get out of control
thank you.
for the Fnatic side. This is where it's only going to get tougher and tougher. Like, they have enough credits to buy straight back in with an operator. They want a bonus in
nice
the midst
progress,
of it as
man.
well.
That's awesome to hear.
Damage is nice.
Hey, keep on going,
but they
bro.
now need to start converting it into something. And as I said,
only one bullet, bro. I should jump like that.
Yeah, you're doing great, man.
You're going to get tougher and tougher. I think as well, it's worrying for me that Fabian's quiet so far, because in the last map especially, he was the best
crazy,
player
man.
in terms of those opening
Doing great, man. Keep that up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the difference. I mean, the pistol, he got shut down instantly, but not having that waylay to fall back on, you don't get to dive in and find info. That means you have the body check, and that's exactly what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, but that's sick, though. He gets out of there.
Goes through to see what's happening. Gets himself shut down by the op. Kayak. A lot of impact early on. Snakebite almost counters that paranoia. They're cut off.
This is nice from Crashies as well. While this been going on, he needs to make sure that he kind of stays alive. Most important ult is his fade ult for this. Clears over towards Tree, clears over towards here. He is not messing about, and now I can just fade ult sight for them. Dude, Crashies has been
Their
great.
angles to defend from have been diminished, and the paranoia has just left them blind. a singular shot, but Neki just there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, look at his util though. It's one of those again. I mean, a lot of bind with this as well. It's just like silent, like how good his util is silently here. He plays that very well. Double prowler for himself to make sure he can get close and just use his ult. Then his Teva was good.
Neki was really close to that as well. That was like a wrist breaker of a flick to get back onto Crashies, and he was pretty close for a 180. Yeah. But in the end, that's the problem. You play slow, you don't know at what point the utility has to be committed to force them back, and because of that, there are constant windows for that operator to find openings. Play that bit more aggressive. And of course, the fact that
Fnatic is back.
Waylay, he can really push that, you know, the angles that he can be
historically
on.
Favored map, I guess.
He can play much more
well,
aggressive.
actually, they went through a period where they weren't that good at this map.
They've also got
they also were the best at this map for like a whole year. Yeah, I mean, now he's feeling it, getting the off out as well. And the money's so good. Death trap.
You try and go diving in.
And another.
I've died to the
Viper
combination.
Molly, Viper Smoke, and Killjoy Molly.
Nice from Ordaz. Neki's going to be dealt with them all. There's nowhere else to go.
Looking a little too convincing right now.
What can be done to try and basically stop anybody just running
Maybe need
through
another timeout.
Utility? Well, it turns out if there's a snake bite
the fast stuff isn't working.
And then alongside the utility of Killjoy.
Well, I think the fast stuff would work, just not on C.
Yeah, I mean, already when you're running...
Look at his health.
Jeez. When you're running through that, you take your insta-decay, you get hit by the alarm bot, and then land
you guys
yourself...
don't know how to walk, bro. Walk.
Smack bang in the middle of
It sounds like, you know, the corridor monitor
so
like at school. It's like the guy who's like, do you not know how to walk?
Thank you so much as well, mate.
Oh, goodness.
That's fast though, over towards B.
A little bit more damage taken right off.
Double dual ascent.
Cornered, but he ends up landing the kill, but then there's a response. That guy
yeah, like, I mean, we said the fast stuff might work on other sides. C definitely, C's got all the util, so it's not going to work. That was pretty nice over towards B. These double satchels early and then just Neon center. Like, no matter what, they're trading each other. Oh, the Bay is so strong. Guys, you can't lose this one.
Easily shutting down Fabian and the showstopper. Well, there's no stopping this show. On the defensive side, 6 in a row and a 2 versus 1. Half HP on Izzy, Spike down in the open. He can try to run his way in there, but this is going to be a difficult round.
At this point, he's
at least doing a good job of cut sounds, so he could go anywhere.
In on that angle.
Right.
The second
start
he sees
creating
anything,
pressure behind them.
Akash will swing back the
how's
other
he
way.
gonna get him off this op angle?
He is going to have to try something a bit more risky, otherwise, yeah, he's just walking to his
Oh,
demise.
it's a devastating one to lose.
6-0 at the start of the day on Breeze.
Akash, keeps on having like multiple big hero rounds. So much impact.
Well, okay, this one was at least a little bit
Look at that.
closer.
Come on. We saw that from the other player's perspective as Ordaz threw the paranoia. We saw it hit Bekash. The fact he was just full spamming it, and then the showstopper looking the wrong way because they know where one player is.
Fastest in the West.
Fastest in the West.
Wasn't the fastest ever, but sure.
Yeah. How far west are we? West of England? Maybe?
Hold on a minute. We got some good players west of England, so let's relax. Don't ever disrespect McNuggets like that again. 7-0 and a timeout, a second timeout for Eternal Fire. This is where you can see that the pressure is mounting on these players. They're being tested like never before. They've already played BO3 in those first 2 maps, more or less. And now, pushing all the way to
the only
the
real
third,
round that they
perhaps
used to veto kind of well was the
attack side, where they found
it was.
so much success previously, where many even said that they're playing to their
But I think you got to play it slow, and they don't really want to play that slow. Or at least their last timeout was to speed up a little bit. There's not a lot of strengths to report back from what we've seen so far. Fnatic running riot across this map.
No, they're getting openers with the
operator. Yeah, the interceptor, it's about like an interceptor here, right?
So
yeah, it would go pretty hard. And honestly, that might be the timeout call here because they're going heavy.
There's not really been any control.
I will say, when we have the head-to-head timeouts, Fnatic are normally coming out on top.
Fnatic even seem to have the read on what they're going to do. They are set up with a convergence path ready and
even
raring
since
to go.
Breeze.
This could be perfect. If they push this smoke they're going to be met with an ult.
Posted a good little bait there on the boom bot.
If Boaster's
Might not
showing
expect
the
alpha.
or indeed the jump peak like that, you don't
Echo's
expect
kind
the
of honed
player
in on
right
it though.
now. Here comes Paranoia on the left, ult on the right,
Beautiful.
and
Look at how much Uto
surrounding
is
them
to set him
all.
up.
This is wonderful.
Omen flash to
from
the right,
Fnatic.
waylay ult on
It's
the
like
left.
they have the playbook out in front of them, and the fastest gun in the West, self-proclaimed, finds himself another as Izzy falls. It's all on Audas. A timeout, their second timeout, their final chance to touch base with the coaching
Very
staff.
nice.
And they come out of it to a complete
Man, I would like to see Boaster lean on the
and
op
the man
a little more.
himself, the leader
It
of
is his
Fnatic,
comfort.
with a triple. That is devastating.
Yeah, this was sick
It's
though.
a perfect
It was such a good
setup,
bait
right?
even
You
before this, like
literally couldn't
Boaster
get a
getting
better
hit by the
setup if
boom
you
bot.
tried. That was just knowing that, okay, we've had so
Probably
much
stopped them from
sort
spamming
of love
alpha
over towards
spawns.
that C side of the map, our ability to push through the backline.
One ping.
One ping.
But yeah, just being able to catch the
Favorite
players
anime.
on B, the adaptation from Eternal Fire makes sense. You want to try and take that ground away. So they set up with a convergence path, they trap them in an impossible scenario, and again, this is why a lot of teams opt to try and avoid them on this map. Kayak has been caught. That's a gun in hand.
They
But
got a lot
they
hit
have to
though.
almost win
Got a
this
lot,
round. Like, you're
yeah.
looking at a low buy and going like, okay, maybe they can do damage. No, not anymore. Damage doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, so you could see after the timeout they
Lockdown
did
goes
want
in,
to do
that's
what
gonna
you were
slow
saying,
the retake
interceptor
at
over
least.
towards C to stop it so they
Send
could
them
actually
scattered
pop
in
over
another
towards the site.
direction. A rifle picked up for
And then
Izzy.
Fnatic had just been on top of it since.
Alpha
That push
steps
last round
forward.
was
He's got a nice
perfect.
spot now.
It's a good
The
bait
Alpha
in again.
drawing their eyes as he's good for one, but
Good
the flash is
Oh, you got wrecked
perfect.
by that flash.
Neki does well. Boaster has to back off, create a little bit of distance, a little bit of space, and he doesn't go for the dog. Straight onto Izzy through the smoke. Wonderful work from Boaster. He said he's unstoppable with the off, but now
with the
he's gone to
tether as
Shiver,
well.
and he
Holy.
is putting them
Holy,
away.
they look nice though on this map.
Another round for Fnatic. The flawless streak
Dude, Boaster's
continues.
doing,
And
Boaster's
Eternal
doing
Fire,
bits.
they look like they're out of answers.
No, they're even getting the openers in some of these rounds. They're even starting them strong. By the way, Boaster is 11-1.
He's only got one
that is
death.
the point we're at. A screw it, I'll do it myself sort of vibe. As his operator has been impressive, but as you said, it is just the constant repositions. It looked like there was an opportunity to deal with him here, but they just never got the chance. Backash with the cover, who, hey, he's 11-3 as well.
I whiffed twice.
Bro, he's so excited. He dribbled a
I
little.
don't need to. Crashy saved his ass as well. That C's that went through stopped him from
That's funny,
pouncing on
bro.
him. And there he is, down and out early on. I was going to say Op, the outlaw in the hands of Alfier.
Why he's down?
It's not going to find any success. Flashed off the angle on C, but look how hesitant Eternal Fire are.
Mate, you can't go for this one.
Closing in a lot of distance towards this A site, but he is in trouble.
that's
Luckily,
pretty cool.
his TP's positioned just close enough for him to get out.
Good change
Very
of
nicely
alpha
done.
of his
A
Uto
little
at the
bit of
back side here.
aggression that should leave this side of the map lighter defended, although it hasn't. Alpha's the only one there. But the B side very much
Oh,
doubled
he had to
down
hit
on.
that.
And now, as they make
Double
it through
push
that
through.
wall, these
What
players
the
are
hell?
isolated. A TP taken to the back of
That
A.
was
This
insanely
is a chaotic
bold.
round
Yeah,
from
I mean, they
Eternal
get out of
Fire.
there, probably
They're
gonna win the
running
rounds as well,
gauntlet, but they found
didn't look too
themselves a
convincing.
wide open site as a result of that C and B fake.
It almost seems like Fnatic are just waiting at this point. No worries with the economy.
This is their first round. It has to be.
For a biscuit here.
Look at the alpha bomb positions. They're too good.
The only post-plant ult available is Echo's ability
We'll be
to
seeing you at
evolve,
Masters
which
London. I hope so.
I don't think will be too helpful here. Unless he wants to run through a snake bite or something on the way in. Instead, though, almost just needs to be patient. Echo waiting, watch.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't win the fight.
Oh,
An
oh,
opportunity
Jesus,
gone,
I
but
thought.
Neki quickly responds. Izzy with operator in hand. He's got a freebie. Not looking the right way. And now Alfier is all that stands between Eternal Fire and their
damage, mate.
first round. That
Damage
first
is good
round
here.
that, well, they've been hoping would come quite a bit earlier. He can look to make this one quite expensive, but two
They
will
got a little
survive.
more, but not too bad.
Finally, they reach the board for the first time in the third map, but that mountain is taller than ever.
Yeah, you saw the instant priority shift there from Alpha, where he just doesn't want them to get away with the op. Going to try to contain them as much as he can. And TP from Audas, though, put a spanner in the works. Nicely done by Eternal Fire, as you said, though. That comeback is going to be tough. It is a steep, not hill, but mountain decline.
Yeah.
8 rounds down, and the half isn't done yet. it's been nothing but success.
Gotta be careful.
The off back
Would be an awful buy for the last one. Both Saints gets that op out.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bold play over towards C.
Get straight past the C's. The problem is that C aggression.
Sky flash beyond just smoke, and then you TP into it and peek on the right.
Once again, something Fnatic have just thrived within. Already gaining so much space across the map. Prowler obviously doesn't connect onto him. Echo's getting so much space. His ultimate is helping him out to potentially find Crashies, but they're playing ring around a Rosie. He doesn't even realize that death could strike at any turn, not knowing where this player is, but that's the space they were looking for. And with Crashies being the only real defender of this side of the map, if the spike gets across, that should be enough for a plant, and well, it will.
Really nice usage of Echo. Echo's ultimate being put through there. I think that it takes a little bit of getting used to, right? You don't see it all too often. You pop that Prowler through and you think you're safe, but not even close to it. This is going to be a second for Eternal Fire. And if they can get it to 9-3, Health Fnatic did it over on Breeze.
Give him,
you got to believe
Razor and Neon.
if you're the boys in the chairs, but from our perspective, it's certainly looking a near impossible task. 2 in a row to start to inspire some faith, though.
Yeah, I do think that, again, for an 18-year-old, Echo's sort of read on the game is fantastic. Like, the fact that he knows the space delay comes off the C's. I can walk through that. I know for a fact that
was it because he was ulted? Nah, he just missed it.
Like, he takes all that space with perfect timing, and then even reads the, like, okay, I've wrapped around far enough, let's go back the other way so I can't get spun on. Just clever stuff from such a young talent. It has been a rough map, though. And as I said, the expectations on the defense, I think that's where his utility belt helps him out a little bit more. It's not worked on the attack.
There.
One last round to play for. Find this and a pistol with the follow, okay. Maybe the game is still on. Very nicely done.
This is such an easy round. Get that Razor, it's done.
Off the back, off the boom bot.
There we go. Open tree.
Fnatic aren't giving up the angle just yet.
Tree. Razor behind it. Light Razor in that way. They messed it up, man. They could have kept that so simple. If they dog here and Razor behind, you win that round.
They seem set to bring this to double digits as we close out the first half. Echo, so impressive in the first 2 maps. A stellar debut from this man, his first series on the stage. And he's finding more impact, more value for this squad. But still, 3 big names to take down. Boaster up top, watching for the cross, but Crashies waiting to strike down below. They combine in that crossfire. And Echo got away with this in the previous. Crashies won't let it happen twice. 10-2 at the halftime. A different story from what we saw in the previous map.
Eternal 5 is probably like the worst map we've seen from them so far. Some of the veto stuff can be way better.
Gotta wait and see.
And it felt like the pauses had to kind of push them in the right direction for it. So maybe map they haven't played too much. The Raze just was risky with the ult. Should have just followed the dog. Tree is way more important than the main these days. Like if you can get tree control of a dog and then you just ult sight, just always be doing that. This is the new plant position. Still needs more work. Seems there's sometimes nice stuff. I get the idea of some of the stuff they're doing. And it is a good map for V. Actually, I had to do it for the next one. They're using the patch or Waylay's changed? Nah, not this one. Maybe in a couple of weeks. Think Waylay is going to be dead after the patch comes out? Nah, people will still play it. It won't deter many teams.
For Eternal Fire, so close to closing out that first map. They had a chance.
Like one big mechanic's gone, but
and then to take map 2
loads of other stuff you can do.
A 2-0.
It's actually a pretty good nerf. I would again prefer it to just be like slightly smaller or just how fast it pops to be changed.
Yeah, for sure. I think
instead of taking out like the mechanic, but
looking at this guy's like, he's gonna replace
something had to happen to it. It's the best ability in the game.
And even though they didn't manage to make it to the event,
Caramel was a tier 1. Appreciate the 37 months.
Great replacement. I had some fantastic maps. Definitely tried at times to even pull them through. And in this map, he's been sublime. Like, he has been incredible.
6 minutes. Maybe we save that for a tech pause at one point.
Maybe slightly overshadowed by the best in the West.
Ivy, send it to me on like Twitter or something.
Quickest in the West.
Quickest in the West.
Whatever it was, we'll ask him afterwards.
Hope he's talking about the operator.
Well, I've heard stories. 10-2 is the score as we get back into the game. A more convincing
Pistols at the moment 4-1. It's been so dominant on Pistols. It's kind of crazy thinking that
comeback needed
Fire got
for
it,
the defenders, and they started with a bit of an aggressive flare, a very aggressive flare. In fact, pushing up to B will be 3. Make that 1.
Oh man, he nearly got another 3K on a pistol.
Start from this man. He is making his mark when it comes to pistol rounds.
Yeah.
There's a reason Fnatic are doing so well in them.
Well, yeah, I
someone
think
needs to help him out.
One,
no one's helping him out. Dude, the normal Fnatic code is go help the guy out.
You got a singular kill. I think he got 4 and 3 in the one before.
I thought he had I thought he had him locked in the whole time. I guess not.
Realize that with how this game has gone so far, with OT being the theme, maybe it's just best for the execution. And while Vekash is just going to opt to take space, bear in mind he's on 3 HP. So just planting himself in maybe a bit of an off angle or aggressive position has allowed Neki to cross through though. So there will be a player on the site, however incredibly low on HP. It would almost have to be a mistake. Come on, having that refract available is enough to escape
5 out of 6
any danger.
pistols, unless we see something
1
mental.
versus 3 to try and turn this pistol. Kayak already holding. We'll have info.
Great flash.
Should be the end for
very nice, man.
Just touch on
5 pistols, 5-1.
Half by talking about Vekash.
Unlucky.
I was very much in the camp of like, I mean, I don't think this guy was great on mates. It wasn't somewhere that you had a chance to shine, I'm sure, but the reality was it seemed like a left field pick, and yet I very quickly, and maybe it's just because I love.
Pretty sure he messed up, man. He would have heard him running.
But I very quickly became a massive fan of this man. Vekash has climbed up in my estimation, certainly from when he debuted in the league, which on the other side for Eternal Fire, it's going to be hard for Echo to fall.
The force on defense.
Keep up with the expectation he set in those first
Not
two
many
maps.
teams that can pull this one off.
Unbelievable. And obviously this is a slower performance, but that is across the entirety
Interceptor for the C
team.
default, stop the fade eye.
Final map for Eternal Fire from what we've seen so far, and it's going from bad to worse with the pistol loss, and now a low buy where naturally you play a bit looser, you try to get aggressive, but it hasn't worked out. Yeah, but I'm playing Sheriffs and Shields. Yeah, at 11-2, if you're playing the Eco, you're a madman. But this is usually just the last breath before death.
Be right back.
Yeah, they need to win this if there's going to be any chance of a comeback, and I don't think many are believing at this point. Vekash again. Another on the body pile, and the Sheriff not so kind this time. Fabian, he's in a good position, and they are trying to watch for him, but he's been able to slow the plant a little bit under pressure, and the Seas will hold him in place. Nowhere to go, being hit by every single piece of utility.
Crashy's utils, just so nice. Dude, I got no idea what Echoes thinks going on there.
Final form showing up.
Early info B, early info A, and he walks through a one-way on C.
Now looking at this Lotus and going, yeah, you know what? If this is a third map, or a choice of a third map, I'm not going there.
Let's go anywhere else. Yeah. Well, the old line certainly showing its teeth on this final map.
It's the NRG.
Yeah, that's a Lions roll.
And you do
it's the NRG quote.
You do a comparison of sort of the vibe check down there, half one, map one, and now unbelievable the difference night and day. As Fnatic look to close this one out here and now, plenty of opportunities to do so.
It seems unfortunate that we're not really going to get to see the defensive Echo veto, because even in this round there's no weaponry for him to play with. A Sheriff alongside the utility belt. Neki started off strong. They've seen this already.
Well, the tunnel visions.
They might start strong, but it just doesn't finish that way. Izzy already dropped, and that's the ace.
Got an alarm bot for the flank behind.
There is an alarm bot available and walking through the utility. Just
done.
Walking to their deaths, it seems. Fabian trying to get back into position. They are checking every nook and cranny. That's one at least, and now the timing is there.
Very, very nice. I mean, convincing map.
A bit of a peter out.
Eternal Fire look way better than I thought, though. This is for sure a rough map for them. And they're getting wrecked on pistols, but yeah, still looking way better than I thought. They made him panic a little bit. They could have 2-0'd it. Fnatic looking good on Lotus. Been here before.
Some flying colors. A gorgeous display of the peak